#1 pick. 2 months of domination at the minor league level, his promotion inevitable. Tonight, the wait comes to an end. Steven Strasburg makes his Nationals big league debut on MASN.
It's a great day for baseball.
The ballpark is filling up. Half Street is a mass of humanity. It's a great scene here at Nationals Park, Strasburg. Jerseys all over the place. It'll be a sea of white and red at the ballpark tonight. Bob Carpenter and Rob Dibble. You know, the bottom line is the Nats need to win a ball game. They've lost 5 of 6, 7 of 9. Is this guy going to be the stopper in his major league debut?
Well, I hope so. I mean, he's a very talented young kid. If he can fight through the emotions, get through all of that, and just go out there and actually pitch a ball game, it'll be wonderful. This is the timeline, obviously. Unless you've been on Mars, you don't know what Steven Strasburg's meant to this organization since last August when he signed about 77 seconds before the deadline. But he's done everything he needs to do at the minor league level, Bob. He deserves to get this call up and get this start.
And it's very important for the Nationals to have the right guy on the receiving end. That'll be the future Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez, hitting .325 with 16 RBIs when he hurt his back 2 weeks ago. How valuable is Pudge Rodriguez to the Nationals? Without him, they've won 4, lost 9. It's Pudge and the rookie tonight.
The bullpen, he probably got chills and goosebumps. Power up early, let it all hang out. Just blow out the fastballs. Don't try to throw touch and control pitches early and then pitch later the second time, third time through the lineup. Then you can worry about changeups and curveballs. But just go out. This is the moment you've been waiting for all your life.
Pittsburgh Pirates lineup there, hitting .237 at the bottom of the league with Houston. Neil Walker hitting .326. He's only played 12 games. We'll tell you more about him. They've got some young talent. Andrew McCutchen, one of the best young players in the league, and right now he's 8th in the National League at hitting at .312. The former Net Lastings Millage is batting 3rd, but has not hit a home run this year. Garrett Jones, a good power guy as well. The Nationals defensively have made the most errors in Major League Baseball. No matter who's pitching, they need to help out Nats hurlers better than they have lately. Good to see Rodriguez down there behind the plate with Pudge back.
Yeah, that's huge. And as you said in the open, 4 and 9 without Pudge Rodriguez, and he did everything he could to get back here, not just for Strasburg. He told me before he left on that rehab stint for a game that the team needed him, and he needed to get back out there.
Strasburg's right foot right in the middle of the pitching rubber. Andrew McCutchen steps in. First pitch of a new era. Fastball a little bit inside. They're booing, but Tom Hallion got it right.
And they threw the ball out. So someone's going to get a nice souvenir.
McCutchen hitting .312 with an on-base percentage of .381. First pitch, and first hitter right at Desmond, and that ball was scorched by Andrew McCutchen.
Welcome to the Major Leagues, kid. Turn that 97 right around, Bob. 2-0. That's what happens when you fall behind at the Major League level, and they take that ball out of play. But 2-0 comes, challenges the hitter. McCutchen, one of the finest young hitters in the big leagues right now, and he hits a bullet right to the one of the finer shortstops in the game, Ian Desmond.
Neil Walker. Here's another
that's
first
a strike. See, I knew these umpires would not call these early breaking balls because they've never seen one this good. That was a strike right there.
Two balls and no strikes on a second consecutive hitter. We saw this in spring training. He went 2-0 on a lot of guys, and they swing on 2-0 because they don't want any strikes against them with Steven Strasburg pitching. Walker hitting at .326. And he can't get around on the fastball, 2-0.
Just a little late on the 95, but still, I mean, you know, you've got to expect they should have done some homework. And actually, listen, Buck Showalter, Bobby Valentine made a great point. They said the umpires in spring training should have their own spring training. Watch the players, watch a lot of these new guys, and learn the big league players before they start the season. You should know Strasburg stuff before he takes them out.
3-1.
That was a 96-mile-an-hour sinker, Bob.
When I talked to Steven today, I asked him how hard he's been throwing his sinker. He told me 95 to 97. I did a double take, and I said, "You are talking about the two-seamer, right?" He said, "Yeah, I am." Ground ball, right and done. Who needs strikeouts when you keep the ball on the infield?
We saw that too in spring training. What will make him a better pitcher is when he becomes more efficient and doesn't think he has to strike out the world. Gets behind in the count again. Nice moving fastball. And the defense helps him out with a nice ground ball. And now it's the prodigal son returning to Washington.
Lastings Millage booed by Nationals fans. Didn't make any fans on the ball club either when he missed a meeting in Florida the night before the season opener last year. Shortly thereafter, the Nationals moved him out with Joe Hanrahan for Nigel Morgan and Sean Burnett on June 30th. He's hitting .246 for the Pirates. Without a homer, 16 RBIs. There's the killer breaking ball.
There you go. 99 on the fastball, 79 on the breaking ball. And I think Tom Hallion's starting to get how special this kid is. There's the hook. It is a wicked hook.
This crowd is crazy. Swing and a miss. Steven Strasburg's first Major League strikeout, and it ends his first Major League inning. 1, 2, 3. near you, it's hard to stop a train. So the Nationals 11th in runs, 9th in homers, and 6th in the league, batting .260. Jeff Karstens is 27 years of age. Been around in the big league since '06 with the Yankees. A career record of 10-18, 73 games. This will be his 36th start.
Well, he's a big, tall kid from San Diego, California. Also 6'3", about 185. Doesn't throw quite as hard as Strasburg, though.
Ironically, originally drafted by our organization, Montreal, back in 2000, but did not sign. Andy LaRoche takes care of Christian Guzman. Through the next lineup, he'll be followed by Morgan and Zimmerman, Dunn, Willingham, and Rodriguez. Pudge out 13 games, and that's lost 9 of them. Roger Bernardina, 6 hits during his 5-game hitting streak. Ian Desmond and Steven Strasburg, who told me today he really hasn't swung a bat competitively since high school.
He doesn't need to hit. Lay down a couple of bunts, get back in the dugout.
Yeah, but Tony Gwynn said he thinks he's going to be a good hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Tony would know.
They'll get him back to hitting speed, but he probably didn't hit much in the last year. Instructional League, Arizona Fall League, and the minor leagues he didn't hit.
Nigel Morgan up the middle. Ronnie Cedeno behind the bag, 2 outs. That'll bring up Ryan Zimmerman to face right-handed Jeff Karstens.
Jeff Karstens, 19th round pick, New York Yankees. Traveled a little bit less traveled road than Strasburg. He's got to control his emotions. This is a big night for another guy, but a lot of people are here, and it's all good. He's a major league pitcher too, so it might have been in the 19th round and 250th pick overall, but this kid's in the major leagues pitching against Strasburg tonight.
And throwing strikes. Ryan Zimmerman hitting .370 over his last 9 games. Number 2 in the league in slugging percentage. And this one out to right center. High in the air. It is gone. Zimmerman puts the Nats on top. Yeah. How about the pitcher and the third baseman for a peek into the future of this team?
Yeah. Hey, kid, I'm still the face of the franchise, Zimmerman. That's awesome. Well, I had goosebumps when Strasburg was out there, and this guy gives me goosebumps every time he hits the ball like that. UPS store here on the pitch track. Way too much of the hitting zone. And Karstens just learned a valuable lesson. Don't throw it away and let that guy get extension.
Ryan Zimmerman's 12th home run of the year. He's on some kind of tear right now. 4 homers, 8 RBIs now in his last 10 games. Adam Dunn is next. And a breaking ball, a half swing. He'll be thrown out by Jason Jaramillo, the catcher. Good first inning for the Nats. A 1-2-3 for Strasburg. A homer for Zimmerman. possible by Jaguar. Visit your local Jaguar dealer to experience the 2011 Jaguar XJ. And by Honda. Look for money-saving leases and low financing at your Honda dealer. Beautiful night on the banks of the Anacostia. All right, Rob Dibble. Tom Hallion, the crew chief, made a visit to the mound and now talking to the Nats pitching coach. What's going on here?
He might be going to his mouth on the mound. I'm not sure. I mean, but, you know.
Looked like Steven was done throwing his warm-up tosses, but nobody at second base to receive the throwdown from Pudge Rodriguez.
Maybe he's telling him there's 2.5 minutes in between.
I think he was telling him to slow down.
Or, yeah, just kind of mellow out a little bit. But I never liked the umpire talking to a pitcher during the game.
Garrett Jones, in the last couple of months of last year, led National League rookies in homers and slugging percentage, and he didn't play a game until the 1st of July.
I missed that one. 98 on the black. Well, the umpires are going to have to take. It's going to take them a while to learn this guy, how hard he throws and the good breaking stuff.
3-0.
His ball has so much movement. That's going to be another thing sometimes. Pudge is just going to have to sit down the middle and let the ball run around the plate.
Jones went on to hit .293 last year. 3-1 pitch. Right by him.
He's just free and easy. He just lets it go. And that's the thing that's been said about him that's unique, that it just explodes out of his mouth.
Crowd reacting to every pitch. Another strikeout. After going 3-0.
Well, he repeats his delivery so well, Bob. The UPS store here on the pitch track. Watch the ball run. I mean, that's how hard this kid throws. He's just winding up nice and slow, and then the ball explodes out of his hand, and it's more him controlling his own emotions and the movement on the pitches. And Pudge is going to have to figure out where to set up because this kid's ball moves so much.
The UPS store does a lot more than shipping, like offering moving boxes and supplies. Pitch track packaged by the UPS store.
You got moving pitches and moving boxes.
Very nice.
This one's a little bit straighter. Four seam right down the middle. That's the changeup.
And the hitter is Delwyn Young, the right fielder, hitting .238.
Well, his changeup's usually 86 to 88. He's overthrown a little bit. It's around 90 right now.
I would think that after he fell behind McCutchen to start the game, and that laser went right at Ian Desmond, that gave Steven Strasburg the opportunity to just exhale and get his feel out there.
Perfect call, Bob.
That guy gets on base. Who knows what happens in the first inning? There's a 1-2 pitch.
Well, he wouldn't be human if the adrenaline level right now was at an all-time high. So this kid's fired up. The crowd's fired up. They're all standing and cheering on every pitch. Never seen anything like it.
2-2. Big breaking ball for the strikeout. You know, Rob, if I close my eyes, I would think that Walter Johnson came walking out of the cornfield and is pitching in Washington today.
Well, and that's what's funny, and it's fun to watch. This kid's so blessed. Not many kids ever put on this planet that have all of this stuff and the intangibles of being humble. And that breaking ball at 21 years old is as good as any polished pitcher I've ever seen.
Here's Andy LaRoche, only 3 for his last 23. There's the first pitch hook.
You can't sit on the breaking ball. It's 17 to 20 miles an hour off the fastball. You got to set up to the 98, and then he drops 82. It's not fair.
Target in. And he buries the fastball down and in.
I apologize. 99. So when he's throwing an 82 curveball and he's throwing 99, that differential is so great. They can't sit on the breaking ball, so that's why they look so bad on it.
Contact and a base hit.
And LaRoche just figured out what a lot of big league hitters are going to figure out. They will not be able to catch up to his best fastball. That doesn't mean they can't make contact and let him supply the power. 98 right here. Andy LaRoche does the best thing you can with this fastball. You're going to be late. Just try to put it out into right field.
Well, we never said he was going to be perfect.
I never said.
Ronnie Cedeno, the shortstop, 2 for his last 25. He goes up hacking.
He had a couple of losses down in the minor leagues. He gave up a home run. I mean, he's a normal 21-year-old kid with just amazing ability and stuff.
We see him off the stretch now for the first time. Big breaking ball.
But another thing you will notice about Steven Strasburg, which is something that was taught back to us in the Reds organization in the minor leagues, every other inning, you throw from the stretch on your last warm-up pitch in between innings. He did that this last inning, and so he's even preparing for when he does give up hits.
0-2 with the runner going. And we'll have to observe Strasburg for a while to figure out how quick he is to home plate with runners on base.
I got a point there. They slowed him down. The Nationals slowed him down because he was a 1-second guy to the plate. And in spring training, they said, well, we don't want you to have to rush, mechanically maybe slide step to possibly, God forbid, hurt yourself. So they want him to be mechanically sound. They don't care if people get a good jump. So they want him to be more together than trying to rush to the plate. So if he's 1-1, 1-2, they're happy with that.
1-0 Nationals, top of the second on the Zimmerman homer. And a count of 1-2 to Ronnie Cedeno. Short lead by LaRoche. And with Strasburg watching the runner, the hitter getting time from the crew chief, Tom Hallion.
Just imagine how these Pirate hitters feel. I mean, it's bad enough that they're struggling a little bit, but now you're facing off against a kid that has really good stuff.
Runner goes again, another strikeout. Strasburg strikes out the side, 4 in the game so far. Leading off, it was Garrett Jones, off the full windup, fastball away. Delwinia, see ya. After the hit, Ronnie Cedeno, gone. Double, get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA. 2 number 1 picks, 1 signed a year ago, and here he is. And Bryce Harper, drafted last night.
Well, two first overall picks, just like the Tampa Bay Rays. And, you know, very rarely do you ever see, as Mike Rizzo put it, a guy of Strasburg's caliber and a guy of Bryce Harper's caliber in two different draft classes and get both of them. And so that's been unbelievable for the Nationals.
And then throw in Drew Storen.
Yeah, throw in Drew Storen, throw in a lot of these other guys down in the minor leagues. A lot of these guys. The Tampa Rays are basically the same team as the Nationals. Last year we won 59. They won 66 back in 07. After they got David Price and were turning their fortunes around with all their prospects, won 97 games the next year.
Willingham high in the air to left. Millage has been known to run some interesting routes. He's under that one for the out.
And right here you see Beckham and Price, both with Tampa Bay. Now you got Strasburg and Harper. That doesn't mean you stop there. You've got to surround them with a lot of talent if you expect to do what the Rays did. And the Rays were able to overtake the Yankees and the Red Sox in the toughest division in baseball. So give their evaluators and scouts a lot of credit. They've done a great job down in Tampa. That's the same thing they're trying to do here in D.C.
Here's Pudge Rodriguez. He wasn't exactly on fire when he got hurt. But a batting mark very respectable of .325 with 16 RBIs. Contact, a big part of Pudge's game this year. In 123 at-bats, he's made contact 107 times. A lot of it to right center. That ball's inside the bag at third. And welcome back Pudge with a double.
Easy, no. Wow.
What are you, the third base coach?
Oh, he's 38 going on 16.
He's in better shape than anybody who's 28.
Oh, no, he's not. See, that's the thing. He feels great, but we don't want that back getting re-injured. It's too valuable. But takes the bad breaking ball down the left field line right here. Just a quick bat, not trying to do too much. Protect the back. And all of a sudden, he's thinking three as last thing Millage, as you said, Bob, loves to take interesting routes to the ball.
And a chance for Roger Bernardino to extend his hitting streak.
He knows it's the World Cup going on right now, so he kicked it around a little bit.
Bernardino hitting .260. As we talked about over the weekend, the Nats need this guy to get an extra 3 or 4 hits a week, hit .275 to .280, play good defense, and he may be out there for a while.
And work on some of the routes to balls in the outfield.
Because he's a center fielder learning right field.
Yes.
Different angles out there.
He should be working 2 or 3 times as hard as any outfielder to learn right field. If he does eventually go back to center field, he's got that down. But you got to learn the new position.
The bottom of the lineup is so much more effective with Pudge 6th. Bernardino and Desmond, 2 young players with pop and speed, 7 and 8. Fastball is up and away, 1 and 2.
Well, and Desmond had 6 hits in that Cincinnati series. Had a couple off of Leak. And I talked to him this morning, and he talked about facing Leak and how polished that 21-year-old was from the Cincinnati Reds. And he was very impressed with his hitting and running skills, too.
Breaking ball, and that's a pitch that's been getting Bernardino out. He did a great job of IDing the hook and laid off.
Someone asked me a question today. We've done a ton of interviews, you and I, and said, well, are you impressed with Mike Leake? And absolutely. That's what we're looking for Strasburg to do. Just give this team an opportunity to win some ball games.
Bernardino pulling an outside pitch. Race to the bag. Pitcher there waiting for it. Garrett Jones. 2 Karstens for the second out. Desmond will bat with Rodriguez at third. A Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger. We're seeing the fastball tonight, the #1 pick. For a limited time, pick 3 games, get a 4th one free, plus a free New Era Nats cap. Don't miss out on history here in Natstown. Nationals.com/New Era. It's the New Era Flex Plan. 202-675 Nats. A maximum of 4 tickets per purchase. Ian Desmond now with a chance to put the Nats on top. Now, this is an interesting situation. A guy who's never had basically a professional at bat on deck. If Karsten gives up a hit here to Desmond, that's a bad mistake. And Ian will foul it off to the right.
Agreed. They should know that Strasburg has not been hitting in a while, and last time he hit, he was facing college pitchers. So
with a look at the runner, a pitch home, and that's a fastball inside.
That's a pretty good pitch by Karstens. This looks like a strike to me. 0-1 pitch. Looks like it comes right over the corner of the plate.
And Ian, check swing on the breaking ball, 1-2. Desmond, over the last 2 weeks now, hitting .326. Top 10 in the league with runners in scoring position. So here's another such situation. And he's third on the Nats in RBIs, behind Josh Willingham and Ryan Zimmerman. He's driven in 30. Fastballs in, breaking balls away. Breaking ball hit to short. Gobbled up by Ronnie Cedeno. And the Nats are gone in the second. Stranding their first runner. Strasburg was on deck. He's going out for his third big league inning.
And then he's throwing some great breaking stuff. There's the cheese. Wow. And there's the unhittable breaking ball right now. So about 99 on the heater, 82 to 85 on the breaking ball. And that's plenty of, I guess, dap. That's what they call the fisting, and then the high-fiving and all the other stuff the kids do.
8-9-1 for the Pirates in the top of the third, led off by the catcher, Jason Jaramillo.
But, I mean, we don't want to lose in all this that Tony Gwynn did a great job with the kid. I mean, he told the kid, Strasburg, and I've heard him talk about Tony Gwynn when he was at San Diego State, be professional every day, work your butt off every day, and we see all of that from this kid.
Jaramillo came from the Phillies for Ronnie Paulino, hitting a .195. And of course, their other catcher is switching to Ryan Domit.
That's the changeup, still throwing around 89. There's Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn.
One of the true gentlemen of this game.
Yes.
Fastball on the corner. That's a good sign for Steven as Tom Hallion gives him that fastball right on the edge of the plate out there.
Well, it looked like it's changed there. 90 miles an hour, 81 on the curveball. But as expected, right around the plate, repeats delivery very well, throws from the stretch very well.
And if you haven't noticed, he works pretty fast.
Yeah. Oh, no. He's got an up-tempo game, and as everyone said about him, this is from above. Just beautiful mechanics, doesn't throw across his body, nice little finish, fields his position well. I talked to a lot of the guys that played with him down in the minor leagues, including guys like Ian Desmond, some of the guys that have, seen him in spring training, and the fact that the kid is a decent hitter, too. He got some hits when he was down in Syracuse.
Last 5 outs, all strikeouts. This is the pitcher, Karstens, 5 for 45 career. Breaking ball 0-2.
It's just filthy, nasty, filthy.
Jeff's looking out there like, okay, drop the hook on me. You're coming up next inning.
He doesn't have one that good.
No swing, says Ron Culver on first base.
A strike on the pitch. Like I said, Tom Hallion will learn the different pitches of Strasburg.
Fastball up, strikeout number 6. 6 strikeouts of the first 9 batters he faces in the major leagues. Top of the order now with 2 outs, and Andrew McCutchen will take his time coming in.
He wants to be a great pitcher every time he takes the mound. It's not arrogance, it's confidence. We don't have too many guys in the big leagues like him. But he reminds me a lot of Josh Johnson down with the Marlins, with the size, the strength, and will challenge you when he has to.
There's McCutchen, who killed the ball first time up, but right at shortstop Ian Desmond.
As Joe Altobelli said when he saw this kid throw down in the minor leagues this year, he said he just reminds him of Herb Score. Not just the velocity, but the fact that he likes to challenge hitters when he gets behind.
And a bouncer, Zimmerman, from the glove to the big hand, and a tag at first. I think that ball was hit harder than Ryan thought. And Strasburg retires 9 of his first 10 hitters, 3 of them with contact. So far. Ladies' night back and better than ever Thursday. It's a luau theme, food and drink specials, games, prizes, and live music from 4 till 7:05 first pitch. Go to nationals.com/ladies-night or call 202-632-7649 for tickets. Steven Strasburg's first major league at bat. Good take. What if Tony Gwynn taught him how to look at videotape as a hitter? Tony was the guy who revolutionized that in Major League Baseball.
The godfather of videotape. Yes, he was.
2-0. By the way, the Marlins have 2 early runs at Philadelphia. Bottom of the second. And the Mets trail Padres at home 1-0 early. Here's a 2-1. That's on the corner. Counts even. Braves are still out west. They play later at Arizona. They have a 2-game lead over the Phillies in the East. Strasburg gets wood on it. Deep short. Looks like it might be a base hit. But he couldn't get down the line very quickly.
Doesn't need to. Remember, he hurt his knee in Arizona Fall League. No reason for him to be sprinting down the first baseline. Now he hits it in the hole. He doesn't realize that Cedeno is probably playing around with the ball down there. So I'm sure they said, hey, don't screw yourself running. By the way, Mike Stanton of the Florida Marlins makes his debut tonight. That kid, all that first-round pick did for the Marlins in AA this year. 21 homers, 52 RBIs, hit over 300. And so he's your new right fielder for the Florida Marlins. In case you missed it. It's 2-0 fish over the Phillies.
That ball by Guzman out to center for Andrew McCutcheon. Stanton does have a base hit in that game.
That kid's 6'5", 225.
How about, we say this every year, but it seems like it just keeps getting better. The talent, the young guys coming into the National League East.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, Zimmerman, Hanley Ramirez, the other guys already here.
Oh, yeah.
But Jason Hayward this year, and now
Tommy
Stanton.
Hansen last year.
You know, David Wright's been around for a while now. And, of course, Ryan Howard. It's an amazing division from the standpoint of individual talent. Nigel Morgan takes one outside, 1-1.
Well, and this is my honest opinion here. Strasburg isn't just great for the Nationals in Washington. He's great for baseball, period. People are so excited about what he's doing. They got young kids playing the game more now.
Morgan gets one under the glove of Neil Walker, who appeared to get to the ball, but he didn't get down to the ball. Sharply hit. You would think at home they'd give him a hit.
Now, this ball might have been hit a little bit more sharper than Walker thought. And so Neil, instead of scooping that sucker up and then trying to get Nigel out, he might also know how fast Nigel Morgan is, too.
Neil Walker is another former first-rounder, 11th overall player taken in 04. So that's big. It gets Zimmerman to the plate, and it was a base hit for Nigel Morgan.
I mean, you had Chris Coughlin come up last year, win the Rookie of the Year. Didn't even play the whole year with the Marlins. You've got a lot of talent coming into the major leagues now, and so when you see these picks getting into the major leagues quickly, playing Division I baseball, go to the College World Series, and you can maybe skip the minor leagues like Mike Leake. It's an exciting time for baseball.
Nigel cannot get picked off with Ryan Zimmerman in the batter's box. His role as a number 2 hitter, as we've discussed, is different than it was when he was a leadoff man. This is not like being up there on first base when Guzman's batting.
Well, and Bryce Harper being drafted reminded me of Pete Incaviglia being drafted, and Incaviglia was the 3rd best college hitter ever to come into the major leagues. Had 100 home runs at Oklahoma State in 3 years. Hit 30 home runs his first year in the minor leagues, or in the major leagues with Texas. But, you know, if you're good, you can get to the major leagues. And that's what Mike Rizzo talked about. Well, you know, he might have to develop more as a catcher, and that might take some time. So if we get him to play some right field, he's a very talented athlete. It might get him here by 19, 20 years old.
And of course, Pete Incaviglia came to the big leagues, and they struck him out 180 to 200 times a year.
Well, he refused to be drafted by the Montreal Expos, by the way. 6 degrees of the Expos.
A breaking ball outside to Zimmerman, much in the same way. J.D. Drew refused to be drafted by the Phillies, went independent, ended up in St. Louis. And he's been a bit of a journeyman ever since.
Well, and Pete Incaviglia, they made the Pete Incaviglia rule that you had to wait 1 year before you could trade the first-round pick. So the Expos drafted him, but then traded the pick to the Rangers.
Ryan Zimmerman is at his best when he's staying on the ball and hitting it to right center.
Well, no one, when they get extension, maybe a Ryan Howard, Hayward, kids like that, have the power Zimmerman has the other way. He's fun to watch. Reminds me so much of Mike Piazza. Very quiet at the plate, and then he just explodes. And when he extends, he can hit the ball anywhere out of any ballpark.
Leads the Nationals with 12 homers. Ryan has 103 now.
That home run he hit, that pinch hit home run in Philadelphia. That line shot to right field.
Right down the line. Ooh, breaking ball.
Nice one. By the way, Carson's throwing a pretty decent game himself. 36 pitches, 26 for strikes. Before Strasburg had thrown 8 straight first pitch strikes to start off the game. So he brought his A game to face off and square off against Steven Strasburg.
1-2 to Zimmerman. He got jammed, but still hit it hard. And fighting the ball, Cedeno gets the 6-4 force play. On to the middle innings. Nationals lead by 1. Stevens, 12th of the year, right center, gave Strasburg the lead. Stevens been outstanding on the mound. Some contact early, a base hit in the second, just about everything else whiffs.
Yeah, 6 strikeouts out of the first 9 batters Strasburg faced. A nice home run by your Gold Glove silver slugging third baseman. And then a nice double by the future Hall of Famer. Welcome back, Pudge Rodriguez. So the first 3 innings have been very nice for the Nationals.
60%. And the guys he fell behind, he retired.
Well, and he can come back, though, because he has such exceptional high-end stuff. Not many guys can fall behind 2-0 and still either strike you out or get you a weekly ground out.
Here's Neil Walker. Right off the end of the bat and outside the line. Drafted first by the Pirates in 2004. He's been in the minor leagues for 5 years. Out of Pine Richland High School in Pennsylvania. The strikeouts, 6 outs in a row were via the K. Millage, Jones, Young, Cedeno, Jaramillo, Karstens. threw a changeup. High 70s there. Neil Walker's dad, Tom, was a pitcher. 6 years in the big leagues, early 70s for the Expos, Tigers, Cardinals, and Angels. Well hit. Steven Strasburg threw 2 off-speed pitches in a row, and Neil Walker didn't miss the second one.
Well, one was a curveball, and one was a little bit harder curveball that he tried to throw perfect and backed up. He'll also learn that he doesn't have to be perfect all the time. There you see the breaking ball grip, pulls down on it, but he hangs it in there to throw a strike with it. Those are all the things about pitching at the major league level that he'll learn as he goes along.
Struck out Lasting's Millage first time up.
Another thing about major league hitters, they will adjust a lot quicker than minor league hitters. So minor league hitters, you might go through their lineup 3 times and they never adjust to your stuff. Major league hitters, you give them 1 time, maybe 2. The 3rd time, they're going to be ready for all your pitches. That sounds like a foul tip.
It either hit the bat or the ground or a piece of Pudge's equipment sounding like that. Count goes to 2-0. Pirates are 11 games under 500. The Nats are 4 under. And badly need to win a series. Haven't won one since Baltimore was here 2 weekends ago. That ball scorched and foul.
Here he is from the stretch. Short little kick, go to home. That was 95, turned around by Millage.
Well hit right field. Pirates a couple of hits now. 2 on, nobody out in the 4th.
Well, this is when you have to start adjusting. Now they're making adjustments going the other way. We talked about LaRoche taking the fastball the other way. Walker breaking balls. And there you see some breaking balls right there to Millage. Then you see him come in 95 inside. He turned on it. 94 down the middle, and he just tried to smack it into right field. So when the pitches are up in the zone, I don't care if you throw 100, they're going to make contact and put it in play.
Nationals pitch track. That one brought to you by Lennar. Visit Lennar.com to find your new home. 2 on, nobody out. Garrett Jones, the hitter. We were just talking about some of the best young players in this league. Hanley Ramirez hit a homer for the Marlins. They led 4-0 at Philly. And then another guy we talked about, Ryan Howard, came back and hit his 10th. 4-2 fish at Phil's 3rd inning. No balls and 1 strike to Garrett Jones. Off speed again.
Okay, this is why people say he's so good. This is the circle change, 91 miles an hour. There's no one in the major leagues that can do that. Most guys fastball. That's an average major league fastball.
Lee Vaughn's thinking 91 in my dreams.
Still, he wants that changeup to be about 86, 87. 90, 91's a little bit too close to his fastball. This is 98, and that'll give you nightmares.
Does he go away now? Pudge sitting inside. 2-2.
Now, the one thing about Strasburg, he's not afraid of anybody, so that's why I like this kid. He'll challenge everybody. And he's going to take his beatings at the major league level, just like Nolan Ryan did and every other power pitcher. It's going to be nights when your stuff is not moving and it's up in the zone, and he keeps throwing that breaking stuff like he is. That'll be fun.
Pudge Rodriguez went to Woodbridge and caught just a little over half a ball game for Potomac, going 0 for 3. Made contact a couple of times, ran the bases some. Back behind there tonight, he figured he was ready after just getting 1 game of live action. Now that's outside, 3-2. You would doubt the Pirates will do anything with the runners. With nobody out against a strikeout pitcher and a left-handed batter, with Rodriguez having a clear look at third base. Big pitch in the ballgame here for Strasburg. Broken bat, Desmond. Guzman for two. They can. And he just sawed him right off for a double play.
Now, he's just pure velocity off the end of the bat, just destroys it at 98 miles an hour, gets the 6-4-3 tailor-made double play, and now with a guy on third with 2 outs, a different situation here for Young.
Nationals are 4th in the league in double plays right now. And Delwyn Young, the right fielder who struck out first time up. That ball's well hit to right. Bernardina going back. That leads the park. And the Pirates lead 2-1. Delwyn Young's 3rd home run of the year. 3 hits in the inning, all very well struck.
I was just going to say, don't give these young little guys like the Youngs too much credit. He hangs a changeup, and he learns a valuable lesson there. Don't throw too many off-speed pitches to these little guys. You're helping them. And that wasn't down enough. Circle change. 2-1 Pirates.
Strasburg's now given up. 4 hits. Off the windup to LaRoche. Overpowers him for a pop-up to the right side. Guzman has it. Top of the 4th inning is over. Nats are going to need more than one, obviously, to win. Here comes Dunn.
But you got to sequence pitches, and when you don't throw your changeup down and away to a guy that can hit a home run on a mistake like a Delwyn Young, that's what happens. So it's more a question of refining these great pitches, knowing when and where to throw them, and when not to give guys too much credit. A Delwyn Young, he should blow him away with 98-mile-an-hour fastballs. But because he's got so many good pitches, Pudge Rodriguez figured, okay, he'll hit his spot on this changeup. It didn't work out. It's 2-1. But now it's up to the Nats. Get that lead back. So if he goes 6 or 7 innings, gives up a couple of runs, Steven Strasburg's done a great job for the ball club. That's the bottom line.
Adam Dunn hits one hard to right. And the Nationals have their 4th hit. Very indicative of the base hits Adam's been getting over the last 2 weeks. He's not really elevating the ball much, but he is hitting line drives.
He's an inch away on the bat from hitting the ball way out of here. He's hitting a lot of balls hard, either down on the bat or off the end of the bat. And when he starts squaring the ball up perfectly, they're going to be rockets out of here. So, I mean, at least he's putting the ball in play, getting some base hits. And once he starts squaring those suckers up on his bat, they're going to go 450 feet, no problem.
Next up, Josh Willingham, fly to left first time.
As I said before, though, when you're throwing a changeup that's as hard or harder than some guys' fastballs at 90 miles an hour, you're still supplying an awful lot of power to even a little guy like Young.
It's a breaking ball that hung up and in. Willingham, the team leader in RBIs at 37. He's just out of the top 10 in the league. Second best on base man in the league at 425 to Albert Pujols.
Well, and what did Jamie Burke tell us before he left today? Jamie Burke caught the second to last outing by Strasburg in Syracuse. He said the stuff that Strasburg has is better or as good when he was catching Felix Hernandez up in Seattle. And that kind of velocity and that kind of breaking stuff.
Willingham rocks one to third, right out of LaRoche. Neil Walker will turn the double play, but throw it away. Josh has to get back to the bag, and he does, because he made a turn towards second base. It'll be a fielder's choice. That's one time when the you can't assume a double play rule really protects an infielder. That was a bad throw that should have been an easy 2.
Well, LaRoche does a great job right here on the ball. Easy pickup, bam, couple of hops, picks it up, great turn. Walker, just a brutal throw to first base, and Jones can't pick it. But watch here on the slow-mo, and there it is in the ground. And, well, you should be able to pick that, but there you see on the X-mo, and you try to olay it instead of keeping your eye on it all the way into the glove. That's going to happen.
Heads up play, by the way, by the catcher Jason Jaramillo, who chased Willingham down the line, picked up the errant throw, and Josh had turned to the left. And when you do that, you have to get back to the bag or they can tag you out.
It's great hustle. Love to see catchers back on first base.
Pudge Rodriguez pulled a double inside the third base bag, first time up. When Young took some of the starch out of this crowd. They were into every out, every scoreless inning. Pirates are on the board, leading 2-1. Runners going. Perfect. Hit and run base hit. A little bitty roller into right. And the Nats have runners at the corners with one out. Second baseman vacated the premises. And Pudge tucked it in right behind him.
Well, it just shows you how wonderful it is to have Pudge back in the lineup. He knows what's going on in the ball game. He just has to make a little contact on this run and hit play. Puts it right behind Willingham. Walker breaks to the bag, leads a huge opening right there. Pudge just broken bats it through into right field. So an error turns into now a first and third opportunity.
Roger Bernardino now will have to get this game tied at least. That'll be driven to left center. Milich has it. Willingham's going to try to come home and score anyway. And he is out. Tagged on the leg. Roger Bernardino hit the ball too hard. Can't hit it any better, and it carried out to Milich, who has not made an error in the outfield for the Pirates yet this year. Willingham tried to step around the catcher, got tagged on the leg, and the Nats are done. We're waiting for a call on the smartphone. Which pitcher taken first overall in the draft has the most wins? Andy Bennis, Tim Belcher, Mike Moore, Fred Bannister, Floyd Bannister. Wow.
Wow. It's between B and C.
Yeah, I would say Belcher or Moore.
I'm going to say Mike Moore.
Tim Belcher was around a long time. I'd take B just to be different.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike Moore had some real good seasons with Oakland. Probably the best known player ever out of Oral Roberts University, with former Major League catcher Tom Nieto. So here we go, top five. Ronnie Cedeno leads off. Struck out first time. Strikeout in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, none in the fourth when the Pirates got their second time around look at Strasburg. And he blows away Ronnie Cedeno for number 7 tonight.
That's better. It's another thing that Steven will give some of these major league hitters too much respect. Right there, that's my stuff versus your swing. You got no chance. Beautiful Exmo showing the four-seam fastball.
Catcher Jason Jaramillo. By the way, pitch count 11 in the first, 19 in the second, only 10 in the third.
Well, they struck out the side in the second, so those strikeouts. Yeah, those strikeouts will raise that pitch count.
There's another strike. And then after 4 innings, 56 pitches, so averaging right at 14 pitches per, which really is not bad at all for a power pitcher who gets many strikeouts. Rob, would you call it a free and easy 98, or is there some?
No, it's as easy as it comes.
This is no maximum effort pitcher, right?
Well, considering how hard he throws his off-speed stuff, yes, he's a max effort guy, but wonderful mechanics. He reminds me of Ubaldo Jimenez and Josh Johnson.
Adam Dunn takes care of that ground ball. 2 outs now here in the 5th.
But as far as development goes, Felix Hernandez is the guy I'll compare him with, because Felix's stuff, first year when he came up at about 18, 19 years old with the Mariners, threw 100 and something innings, but went 4-4, a 2.5 ERA, gave up 5 home runs, 61 hits in about 80-something innings. But the bottom line is that Felix Hernandez started to dominate, but it took him 3-4 years. When he finally figured it out, last year he was 19-5 with a 2.5 ERA. So he went like 85 innings, 190, 190, 200, and then 238 last year, and that was Felix Hernandez up in Seattle. I think Strasburg will be ahead of that because he's more mature and older. But you got to give him some time. It's about sequencing, knowing hitters, knowing when to just blow little guys away. And I mean little 220, 230 little guys that are slap hitters. You give them too much credit, like Delwyn Young, they can actually get hits off.
There's a fastball in there. And the count 1-2 on Karstens. Many stand, and right off the end of the bat.
You know, once again, no real reason for an 82-mile-an-hour curveball right there. You're
to the pitcher.
Yeah, you're letting Karstens make contact right there. So,
remember the one Levon threw in San Francisco cost him the game.
Absolutely. So that, 98 chest high, Karstens sits now. Remember, we talked about this with Matt Capps the other night when Roland was hitting. Threw 5-6, 95-mile-an-hour fastballs. Roland wasn't close to any of them. Threw a great slider, didn't get the call, hung a slider, and the ball left the building.
That's right down the middle. 8 strikeouts for Stephen Strasburg. 5 innings into his big league career. He'll bat behind Desmond. Those guys like it. They came to see some whiffs.
That's funny because the wife and I were watching an old soap opera. They were going, all right, somebody either gets shot, goes to jail, gets killed, twin sister, twin brother comes back from the dead. Yeah, soap operas are hysterical. Same people 30 years later on the soap opera.
Yeah, well, Teddy is dead in a sense because he never has won a race. So hopefully he will ride again.
Well, maybe when Bryce Harper comes up.
I doubt it. Desmond bounced out to short first time up. Nationals have stranded 3 base runners.
Yeah, I wanted to give you this Felix Hernandez again. At 19, he came up with the Mariners. 84 innings, he was 4-4 with a 2.6 ERA and 12 starts. I mean, that's what you're probably looking at with Strasburg. Maybe a little bit better, but 85 to 120 innings, somewhere in there. The next year, 191, then 190, 200, then 238, where he should have won the Cy Young Award last year. 19-5 at 23 years old.
Desmond is short. Cedeno circled behind it, got rid of it in a hurry, and a very fine play.
Now, Strasburg's way more polished, way bigger and stronger at this point, and he's got a lot more things in his favor, but you still know he only threw about 160, 170 innings last year. He came up, what did he have, 55 innings down in the minor leagues. And talking to Mike Rizzo, he wanted Strasburg to throw more pitches and innings up here. So they could have left him down there for a few more starts. They wanted Strasburg to be up here learning, because he had proved everything he needed to prove down in the minor leagues. One or two more dominant starts wouldn't have helped Steven Strasburg down there.
Bouncer up the middle, but that's where the shortstop's playing. Cedeno's thrown him out twice. Saturday, June 12th, on the next homestand, the first blood drive of 2010. Join the Nats and Inova Blood Donor Services from 8 to 5. Everybody who gives will receive 2 tickets to a future Nats game, a limited edition Bloodhound from Build-A-Bear, and have a chance to win other great raffle prizes. Call 1-866-256-6372 or visit inova.org/donate-blood, and you can make an appointment for them. Top of the order, Guzman.
Please give generously. As Jim Palmer said, I think they got 500 units or 400 units when he did his blood drive up in Baltimore. But they need a lot of blood in this area. A lot of blood goes all over 3-4 different states. By the way, my father died of leukemia, so it's one of the bigger charities close to my heart, blood drives.
Karsten's really pitching well here. The Zimmerman homer, his only blemish. Guzman, that's a fair ball. It'll hit the short corner, and it'll be another double for the Nats. As Guzman's into second base with 2 outs, he was assuming Delwin Young was going to just goose that ball in, and he did not.
I played with Delwin Young's dad in the minor leagues, and his dad had a cannon too. And Delwin Young, this is a nice little double. A swing free and easy. He's going to put it on Cruz coming around first base, but watch Delwin Young down here. Delwin Young hustles all the way over here. He's going to pick up the ball, and he's going to make this a close play. So as he starts to slow down, bam. Delwin Young threw a rifle over there, so you got to put that in the memory banks.
Here's Niger Morgan. Base hit last time. Since Jim Riggleman put Niger in the number 2 spot about a week and a half ago, he's hitting close to 330.
You're talking about Karstens now. 57 pitches, 42 for strikes.
Wow. That's outstanding. 74%.
I mean, and as we said, he's a 19th round pick. He doesn't have 98 electric stuff, so he has to be a little bit pickier and kind of go for the corners a little bit more here and there. He's got to be really good and keep the ball down with the breaking stuff, or in the case of Ryan Zimmerman, it's going to get crushed. But pitching is a different art form up here. You have to think about every pitch, where you're going to execute and locate it. And if you miss, that mistake's probably going to leave the ballpark or be hit hard somewhere.
Morgan, and he lines it right at Neil Walker. Each team's had a couple of those. The Nats have now stranded 4 base runners, down 2-1. first in?
Personally, I think he's been exceptional. Handling everything that has come his way. And then, he had to go out and pitch a baseball game. Sold out crowd. Every pitch he's throwing, they're standing on their feet, turning over double plays when he needs them, striking out people at will. Yeah, he's not perfect, but the future looks really, really good for the Nationals, especially when it comes to this kid.
Top of the 6th inning, Andrew McCutchen, Neil Walker, lasting Smillage for the Pirates. McCutchen has the 4th most hits in the league this year, behind Martin Prado, Ryan Braun, and Marlon Byrd. 67 coming in. Front door breaking ball. 0-2.
UPS store right here on the pitch track. Big breaker. Will lock up a lot of hitters.
Fastball by him. Strikeout number 9. 16 outs, 9 of them on strikes.
Now this is what a Hall of Fame catcher will do for you. Look at him. He's pushing the glove down low. Keep it down, keep it down. Change up, down. Beautifully done. There's the mechanics. But having a 13-time Gold Glover behind there is just huge.
That's beautiful. There's the 4-seamer.
Now, one gun had 101, one had 99. You'd think that was free and easy. That looked beautiful.
Fastball away. Walker late.
And honestly, Bob, it's not the velocity of his fastball that isn't the impressive thing about this kid. It is the repeating the delivery, the off-speed efficiency, being able to throw strikes at will, the command of the breaking ball, the changeup. That's the most impressive part about this kid.
10 strikeouts in his major league debut. Here's Millage.
Well, it's just a 100-mile-an-hour heater. The kid's legit. 10 strikeouts already. But remember, there's a ball game to be won out there, and he's losing 2-1. So try to keep him and keep the team right where they are and give the Nationals an opportunity to win it. Right now, he's about 78 pitches. I figure they'll go about 90 with him, maybe 90 to 95. I doubt they'll go higher than that. First outing, all the adrenaline and all the blood pumping.
Andy LaRoche, only hitter who hasn't struck out at least once. Millage 1 for 2 with a strikeout in the first. Opposite field hit in the fourth, and it set up the 2-out, 2-run home run by Delwyn Young.
As I said, those last 2 breaking balls as good as any I've seen from any major leaguer. And this is his first start in the major league.
Well, he looks pretty worried, doesn't he? His demeanor on the mound is outstanding. And Millage is gone. Pudge will throw him out. And that's 11 strikeouts for Stephen Strasburg. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Zimmerman done in Willingham. he's got a no-hitter going right now. He does have an 11 strikeout game in progress. And by the way, Rob, not to be lost in all of this is what Jeff Karstens is doing. He's only made 4 starts this year. The longest he's gone this year is 6 innings. Did that earlier against St. Louis, did it against the Cubs in his last start.
Yeah, he was out of the bullpen when he started the season, was in non-roster invitee to spring training this year, made the club, and he made the club as a reliever. And so the ineffectiveness of some other starters put him back in the rotation, whereas ERA is under 4, doing a magnificent job. And tonight, 59 pitches, 44 for strikes.
Fastball runs inside to Ryan, who's 1 for 2 with his 12th homer of the year.
And that's all the runs the Nats have right now. So the Nats need to, get off the schneid here and start doing some work offensively.
And it's a frisbee that's outside. Pirates starters in ERA of 5.74 this year. The bullpen 4.53. Overall, they're 5.25 earned run average, 3rd worst in the league in front of Milwaukee and Arizona. Nats have 6 hits, but they've stranded 4. Had a runner thrown out at the plate. Zimmerman's been walking more lately, 30 times on the year. That'll be called a strike on a moving fastball.
And Karstens deserves it. He's been around the plate all night, throwing nothing but strikes. And there you see it's a little change up, a little close, maybe out, but he's been around the dish. You're going to get those calls.
That was a high breaking ball. Then Ryan saw it tumbling, and he took an emergency hack to stay alive.
Now it's a bad pitch, outer half right here to Zimmerman, leaves it up in the zone. And just like the mistake to go and Young by Strasburg. So far, that one pitch is the only mistake by one Jeff Karstens.
It's about 380 where that ball went out, and it has to get about 15 feet high to clear that scoreboard. Fastball, broken bat, base hit. Zimmerman showing his strength. Visit AFCEA.org, the Association for IT Pros. And here's Debbie Taylor with the AFCEA sideline report.
Well, Bob, this is really an historical night, and Major League Baseball has 3 authenticators here. This is the first of Steven Strasburg's 11 strikeouts. This is the one he used to strike out Lasting's Millage in the first inning. They are also authenticating a lot of unique things. The dirt on the pitcher's mound, the pitching rubber will be authenticated. Home plate will be authenticated. They're going to authenticate 3 sets of bases. So a lot going on. Wendell West leading the pack here in the national side of the dugout, and the guys doing a great job, and definitely a momentous night. Bob?
Well, I hope there's a pitcher's mound and a home plate for tomorrow night's game left. Here's Adam Dunn, 1 for 2 with a base hit down the right field line. And there it goes! See you later! 3-2 Nationals! Said Adam Dunn was getting closer and closer on that bat barrel.
It's all about just where you hit it on the bat. He's been hitting it hard, but different parts of the bat. Squares his ball up perfectly. The Exmo catches the action, and that's the big leagues for Steven Strasburg. 1 minute you're down a run, the next minute you're up 2 runs. And so the offense has come alive for Strasburg right here.
And so has the Pittsburgh bullpen. Josh Willingham steps in, nobody out. Dunn's 11th of the year. His RBI total jumps up to 30. And he's late for a fastball, but it's out of play. Well, it's been a while for Adam. That's Dunn's first homer since May 27th at San Francisco against Barry Zito. And remember, he had another homer in that series, a would-be homer taken away on a replay. There's Evan Meek, one of the 5 Pittsburgh right-handers. Our old friend Joe Hanrahan is part of that bullpen. And here's a 1-1 to Josh. Breaking ball in there. It's what you love to see, though, Rob. The big boys in the middle getting into a home run contest. And there goes another one.
Nice. Hammer laying down the smack and yapper.
The big boys are getting it done tonight.
Well, the kid is lighting the fans on fire right now. And now it's time for the offense to show the kid this is what we can do for you. Every 5th day, you give us an outing like this, and this is what we can do for you. There's the hammer. Josh Willingham having one of his best seasons ever. Patience at the plate. And it's paying off.
Boy, the end came quickly for Jeff Karstens. At the start of the inning, we mentioned he hadn't pitched very deep all year, only making 4 starts. He is done.
Hits for him, a couple of home runs, actually 3 home runs now with the solo job by Willingham. 2 for 2 by our future Hall of Famer, who steps in there right now with a double the first time and a single through the hole on a run and hit by Willingham last time up.
Evan Meek, a Rule 5 pickup. Back in December of 07, takes over for the Pirates, and here's Pudge. Batting average up to .336 with his 2 hits tonight. The Nats just haven't been getting much offense at all from the bottom of the lineup. And with him batting 6th and then bumping Bernardina and Desmond to 7 and 8, it's suddenly a very good lineup with speed right down to the bottom.
No, it's a formidable lineup again. And this is no slight on Wilton Evans. It's just the difference between a backup catcher and a Hall of Fame 300 hitting catcher and the things he can do for you. Desmond will see better pitching. Bernardino will see better pitching. Pudge is going to do his thing and actually push the guys in front of him.
striking on 0-2. Pudge, career batting average 299 coming into the season.
You're not going to
So with his 330, well, with his 336, he's well over.
I kind of round up on a 299, 15
you
career.
do.
That's a pretty good career, 299.
Hey, remind me to wait on your table. Wow. If you're rounding up,
You are tough.
I'm just saying, I want to wait on the doubles. I'm going to get a 38% tip. I was about to finish my thought that with his 336.
Do you think he's about 300?
I think he's well over 300. But there's only one stat that really sticks out, Rob. He missed 13 games. Washington,
we were 4-9.
What else do you need to know?
What have you done for me lately? That's a conversation I had with Matt Capps today. I said, Capper, I said, Norm Charlton taught me a valuable lesson. He said, you're only as good as your next pitch. So put all that other junk behind you. Which is the truth. And the hitters, it's really as good as your next at bat. There's the Capper. We might see him tonight.
One and two to Pudge Rodriguez. Double, single tonight. Making Evan Meek work as he bounces one out to Neil Walker. That's the first out here in the sixth. John Lannon goes for the Nationals tomorrow night against the Pirates, who haven't officially announced their starter yet. Zach Duke and J.D. Martin on Thursday, and then it's on to Cleveland. The Nats are back into interleague play against Manny Acta's Indians. Night games Friday, Saturday, day games Sunday. A day off Monday, and then on to Detroit to see some of Pudge Rodriguez's old teammates with Jim Leyland's Tigers. Roger Bernardina's 0 for 2. Killed the ball last time out to left center for Lastings Milledge, who's playing him 110 feet off the left field line. So the scouting report on Bernardina is he pulls the ball to the outfield. And that cost the Nats a run because of how far out. I mean, Milledge, if you drew a line from home plate to the 377 mark, he'd be right in the middle of it. And now with the count going 0-2, they're going to pitch him away, so he'll move over a little. So you'd be surprised to see an inside pitch here. We'll watch where Jaramillo sets up. They wanted to waste one way inside, maybe setting up the next one.
Well, and, you know, just like Steven Strasburg or any other rookie or young player, they're going to abuse your weaknesses. They're going to expose your weaknesses. And they know now pounding Roger Bernardina inside, big breaking balls. All you got to do is watch that Chris Carpenter start against the Nationals and when he was abusing Bernardino with curveballs. So unless you show that you can adjust to that breaking ball, they're going to continue to pound you in and throw a lot of them down at your ankles.
Bruce Storen, Steven Strasburg's best buddy on the ball club, getting up. And Bernardino will fly one out to left center. For Lastings Milledge. Bases empty, 2 outs. This weekend, the Washington Post will include a Steven Strasburg debut poster available only at retail locations in both the early Sunday edition on Saturday, June 12th, and in the Sunday final edition on Sunday the 13th. Get your Strasburg poster from the Washington Post this weekend. Here's Ian Desmond. Strasburg is on deck. Up the middle. Tricky hopper for Neil Walker. Plays it perfectly. Nationals pull out the big bats in the sixth. Zimmerman a base hit. Adam Dunn a no-down to left. Josh Willingham a ladder to left. And just like that, the Nats put 3 on the board and lead
do it on the Major League stage. And all 11 strikeouts coming at you. Breaking balls, fastballs, changeups. And just by you. And that last one, a beautiful changeup. And former National
For 11, it was interesting. Strasburg was in the on-deck circle. Drew Storen was warming up. And then when Steven went back into the dugout, the crowd was holding its breath. When he came out to pitch the 7th inning, they cheered.
Yeah,
they do not want to see him go, but this will probably be it.
Yeah, we're talking 90 to 100 pitches is probably the limit.
He's at 82 after ball 1 that starts off the 7th against Garrett Jones.
Remember, you're also thinking, and you have a lot of experience in our dugout as far as years managing, coaching, etc. You know the kid's probably running out of gas right now because of the adrenaline high, and now it's a roller coaster, and you get him the 2-run lead. It's not easy to maintain that level, even for a 21-year-old kid. Is a knee buckler.
And a 1-2.
All right, now come back inside high. I like the fact that he walks the ladder. Yeah, this is the knee buckling curveball. When you're looking for a 100-mile-an-hour heater and a guy drops 82 on you, oh, no. I can't pull the trigger on that.
That'll take the leather right off your batting glove.
I mean, how cool was it when Jim Cott came in and was talking to us before the game, talking about when he was a pitching coach. Get guys with stuff like this, and he's got the mentality to boot. I think the gun broke on that last one. I thought I saw 103. I think I'm not right.
I saw it say tilt.
Sometimes I don't know which one to go off of, the scoreboard or ours.
Stick with us. Breaking ball, and that's number 12. I'm writing down numbers in my scorebook that I'm not really believing right now. K-12.
Well, they're getting close to pulling them. I see the manager right now, the pitching coach, because they don't want to wear this kid out the first time he takes the mound. But 12 strikeouts, 88 pitches. And now you know. Now these secrets out. Everybody knows the kid's stuff now. And he's going to have to do that every 5th day.
Here's Delwin Young, who got him on an off-speed pitch last time. We'll see if Steven stays high octane with him. But really, Rob, for the number of strikeouts, the pitch count's not bad at all.
No, very efficient. Very efficient. He's got a lot left. I mean, you got to go on. Is the kid laboring? Is he tired? Absolutely not. I mean, he's just blistering the ball by the Pirates right now.
This crowd is on its feet in the 7th inning, and they just saw number 13.
Still has struck out everybody in that Pirate lineup, Bob, but this guy, Andy LaRoche. Number 13 right here came. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Very quickly with all fastballs. I don't know. Maybe we should sign this kid. What do you think, Bob?
He's going to make a lot more than $15 million someday.
Well, he's got to keep healthy. Now we got to surround him.
Well, the atmosphere has changed because of the 3 runs the Nats got. And he's acting like he's a front runner now.
Oh, he wants everybody struck out in the lineup now.
There's a new cheer in D.C. It's called Let's Go Strasburg. They were chanting. They don't need a 7th inning stretch. They've been on their feet almost every top of an inning tonight.
This atmosphere is unbelievable. Have you ever seen anything like this for a day?
No, not for opening night. I mean, for a while there, he was down 2-1, and it looked like, they might be a run short, but they put 3 runs on the board, and, once he got the lead, it became electric in here. So I think the fans are really having a good time.
Tony, what makes Stephen Strasburg so special?
I think we're seeing that tonight. He was down, and he didn't change anything. He still was aggressive. Seems like as the game went along, he got better and better, and then once he got the lead, kind of turned it up a notch. That's what baseball people like. I think, obviously the fans like the strikeouts, but I think you're seeing him actually go out there and pitch, and it's been impressive.
And Tony, I'm sure he appreciates all of your coaching. Bob, back over to you.
Well, we appreciate everything about Tony Gwynn. Garrett Jones gone. Delwyn Young gone. LaRoche gone. He has struck out everybody in the Pittsburgh lineup now. An amazing 14 strikeouts, Rob, out of 21 outs.
Well, I don't see anybody warming up in... they are hit.
Willie Harris will pinch hit for Strasburg. They say Willie better get a hitter. They're going to boo him. He goes up hacking. So Strasburg will go 7. He'll give up 2 runs on only 4 hits. And here's another thought, Rob. After the home run to Delwyn Young, he slammed the door in the face of the Pirates, retiring the next 10 men.
He's just got shutdown stuff, and you talked about it in the open. Is he the guy to come in and be the stopper? And you didn't need closer. You meant stop losing streaks, start winning streaks. Yeah, he's that kid. First pick overall, got all that money, has shown everybody in the first couple of months of this year that he's worth everything. But now, it's you got to start working harder. After today, everybody now knows the book on you and how good you are. You got to do more work, more running, more everything. But I think the kid's into it. I think he'll be fine.
And by the way, that was a quality start.
Absolutely. Even only gone 6, giving up the 2 runs, he would have been quality. I mean, it's just forget the finished product here tonight. Handling everything that this kid has had to handle. I can't even imagine what was going through his mind last night, waiting for today to happen.
Well, he told me he drove down on Sunday. He actually did offer to drive Drew Storen's car down from Syracuse, but Drew had his car shipped. And Steven said he was just, wanted to get here. He wanted to have a nice day off in Washington, soak up a little bit of the city yesterday. And when I talked to him at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, he was very relaxed, sitting watching TV. Everybody in the clubhouse left him alone to his thoughts. And I'm just so impressed by his demeanor and the way he handles himself. I've heard it's a scary thing watching him with a golf club in his hand, by the way. Really hits the ball well. Willie Harris off to the right side. A lot of pitchers are good golfers because they can repeat the delivery.
Yeah, I'm sure people at home are going, well, when's the last time someone in this franchise has struck out 14 in their debut? And it was Javier Vasquez back in 2003. But,
no Nat, huh?
Yeah, no.
I think John Patterson had a game that was in double digits, but this just has not been a franchise that's had a certain kind of pitcher who misses bats. Willie Harris quite a battle here on 2-2 with Evan Meek, and he finally goes out of the strike zone, foul tips it, and strikes out. AT&T trivia. Let's have a look at the smartphone and see if it's Mike Moore or Tim Belcher. First overall pitcher with the most wins.
Mike Moore?
It was Mike Moore. Out of Eagley, Oklahoma, a tiny town.
I was just told by the truck, Chipman Field and Company. 18 strikeouts by Bill Gullickson is the franchise record.
There's a new Nat in town.
No, they don't make them like Strasburg. I've heard so many people say the same thing. You've heard Tim Kirchin. I've heard McCaddy. I've heard Bobby Valentine. I've heard people that are great evaluators have said the same thing about him. Best they've ever seen at this age.
Still wearing his glove. Guzman up the middle and to his left, Ronnie Cedeno. Maybe Stevens in denial. He still thinks he's going out for the 8th inning.
Andy Bennis, number 2. I thought Belcher or Bannister would be up there.
Bennis out of the University of Evansville. Belcher, a great veteran who pitched some of the quickest games ever. Bannister and then Big Ben out of LSU, who flamed out rather quickly.
Yeah, and I talked to Big Ben after Strasburg got drafted. He said there's a lot of pressure from within, the media pressure on a guy like Strasburg, and he felt that being the first overall pick. You put that on yourself, and hopefully the kid doesn't look like he does it anyway. He's just a good kid. Hopefully he won't ever put it on himself.
Here's Niger Morgan, who's hit the ball sharply twice. A base hit to right and a hard liner to the second baseman. Niger gets jammed. That one handled by Andy LaRoche. The Nats go in order in the 7th. Strasburg's done his job. Now it's up to the bullpen. Nationals lead 4-2. You saw a pitcher get a curtain call after he's out of the ball game, visiting with Lee Kuntz, who told him to get up on the step. Right at that time, they were flashing on the scoreboard that his 14 strikeouts were a new Nationals team record. John Patterson, the previous record, with 13. Rob, nobody sets a franchise record in their major league debut. Not till tonight.
Not till tonight. He's exceeded every expectation I could figure out for the kid. I mean, it's not easy to deal with adrenaline. Your goal is being fulfilled of getting to the major leagues. And, you know, the hopes and dreams of a lot of people in this town are resting on your shoulders. And the kid has just handled it all like it's not happening.
Ronnie Cedeno against Tyler Clippard, who comes in to be the 8th inning guy. And Cedeno trying sort of a slug bunt as he was on his way out of the batter's box.
I mean, I talked to Ian Desmond today, this morning, 9:30. And he has marveled at what Strasburg's been able to do. Because he's under so much pressure being a rookie shortstop. It took him 6 years to get here. And he is just in awe of some of the stuff that Steven Strasburg's been doing. But once again, the bottom line is wins and losses, getting to the playoffs. And you can have a guy like Steven Strasburg every fifth day. You got to now start filling out the other 4 days and a team around him.
Base hit by Clippard given up.
And somewhere in the bowels of this stadium, Mike Rizzo and his scouts are still drafting players as we speak. That's how wonderful this organization and this team is working right now. Mike Rizzo was out doing interviews about Strasburg. He's inside picking more guys because we still have the first pick in every round, and we still have another, 15 rounds. There's Mike Rizzo, Stan Kasten, the two architects of this franchise.
Yeah, Mike has to get back in there every once in a while, make sure that draft board is still intact.
What did he say today?
I'm not going to give the exact quote. But I'm paraphrasing. He said, I need to get back in there before things get a little dicey.
No, and they would not. Roy Clark, who did an exceptional job with the Atlanta franchise, the Atlanta Braves, and then Chris Klein. I mean, they have so many great evaluators. Bob Boone's here. Davey Johnson's in the organization. Ron Schuler's in the organization. Phil Rizzo, Mike Rizzo's father, is in here. I mean, it's fun to watch, actually.
That's a high strike. What a good heater. 91 by Clippard. And there's Ryan Church, a former National, who's battling the flu bug right now in the on-deck circle. The 0-2 to the catcher, Jaramillo.
All right, so how's Galarraga doing? He's facing the White Sox, first game after his near-perfect game tonight.
No score, bottom of the third.
Yeah.
He's given up 2 hits, 1 strikeout in 2 to 3. By the way, I understand they were both close plays at first. There's the 1-2. Clippard way upstairs. Tyler sometimes with that straight over the top delivery has a hard time getting over the top of his deliveries.
Well, and we've talked about this a lot, that this is still a guy that's trying to find out what his identity really is. Am I a power pitcher? Am I a finesse former starting pitcher that tries to fiddle with the changeup and the breaking ball? And this is the big leagues. You're trying to win ball games and try to figure out what your best pitch is.
Swing and a miss on a heater upstairs. And the Nationals have now struck out 15 Pirates tonight.
That's the experience of one Pudge Rodriguez, not letting the kid throw too many off-speed pitches. Walks out, says, come on, give me your best, kid.
Well, he's got 93.
Yeah, 93 mile-an-hour stuff, 90-plus great mile-an-hour stuff on the outside portion. Locate it and get that guy out of there.
Ryan Church getting what I would describe as a less than warm welcome.
Nah,
from the Nats fans.
They love him.
Ryan will muscle up. He's hit 51 career home runs. He was with the Mets for 67 games last year, hit 280. Traded to Atlanta for Jeff Francoeur in July. Looks like they want to get Bryce Harper signed right now. There goes Mike. Stan's already with Scott Boyd.
Talking turkey.
And then in Atlanta, he hit 260 in 44 games. Pirates picked up Church as a free agent January 13th. But he's only won for his last 16. The Churches have become parents twice over since we last saw Ryan here. They have a 2-year-old son, Mason, and a daughter, Madison, born last October. And the count is 0-2 to Ryan with 1-on-1 out here in the 8th. Now Tyler Clippert's blowing people away.
Wow, he just pitched a perfect at-bat right there. A couple of great changeups located perfectly. Backed up by 93 on the black, and Church had no chance. Now remember, he's been sitting down all day since batting practice. First 2 pitches he sees are spectacular 80-mile-an-hour changeups, and then 93, no chance.
Top of the order now, Andrew McCutchen 0 for 3.
Don't get too confident. As you said before the game, this guy hit 3 home runs in 1 game against us last year. You want to throw that changeup inside and up to a righty.
Top of the 8th, 4-2 Nationals. Tying runs in the batter's box.
Breaking ball, tough fastball.
On the corner.
That was a nice job by Tyler right there in Pudge. The first cutter, breaking ball, missed by a little bit. He came back, didn't try to overthrow it. He just threw a little bit better one, got more of the plate.
And that throw in behind the runner. So Ronnie Cedeno swipes second. That's 6 and 7 attempts for him.
Yeah, the game's at the plate, though. Tyler's got to get the hitter right here, and McCutchen. So Cedeno picked a really good pitch to go on a breaking ball. Tyler a little bit slow to the plate. Maybe Pudge is a little rusty. Probably hasn't done a lot of throwing since going down with the back injury.
Tonight's copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, in the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. 40,315 paid here tonight. And a 2-2. This one right field line. Bernardina, playable. Fair ball, inning over. Pirates get their first hit since the 4th. That's pitching outstanding now.
3 home runs. Zimmerman, done. And the hammer. Laying down the smack. Yeah. Fourth drive of the game. Could have given it to Strasburg, too, driving home the point that he's pretty good. 14 Ks.
Left-hander Javier Lopez takes over here for the Pirates. 26 ball game, really good ERA. He's been charged with a run in just 4 of his 25 appearances this year. Here come the big boys again. Zimmerman will lead it off. Ryan's 2 for 3. Now batting .313. And he started the night the league's 10th hitter at .306. He got jammed, and that ball's into right field. And Ryan Zimmerman is 3 for 4. That makes up for the line drives. He broke his bat last time on a base hit. Not sure he busted that piece of lumber, but Ryan has a really good 3-hit night.
And we got to get him like a chainsaw contract. All the wood that he gets sawed off on. And then once again, another bat breaks a hero and breaks right into right field.
Here's Adam Dunn. He's 2 for 3. So the Nats now have 4 hitters with 30 RBIs or more, with Dunn joining the ranks tonight. Has a drive to left. Right in front of Millage. 2 on, nobody out. 6 for 8. Zimmerman and Dunn tonight.
Dunn's going to catch that.
Rick Eckstein feeling good about the middle of his batting order in this game.
Yeah, he loves watching Strasburg, but he loves his hitters more.
Adam Kennedy to run for Adam Dunn and then play first base.
We talked the other day, and he talked about it's really difficult for a guy like Adam Dunn, or Adam Kennedy, that's used to playing every day, getting his 5 at-bats a day, 4 at-bats a day to play once or twice or 3 times a week. So he's trying to do everything he can to keep Adam Kennedy sharp. It just shows you the individual attention that Eckstein pays all of his hitters. Worries about each one of them like those kids. I didn't know why the hitters love it so much.
And Josh Willingham takes one low and inside. He's 1 for 3 with a homer. At Caps. May or may not be a safe situation by the time he gets in. Nats up by 2. 2 runners aboard with nobody out.
I think you bring him in anyway.
I do too.
Bring him in, get some of the demons out of his head. Just let him blow some fastballs and get these guys out.
This ball out of play. Stop by Chili'sBaseball.com. You might win a VIP baseball trip at Chili's. It's all in the preparation. We're having a wild one in Philly tonight. Top 7. Philly 7, Marlins 6. And the Padres at the Mets. Bottom 8, 1-1 there. Josh solid with runners in scoring position. And after a word heard from Tom Hallion, he digs back in. I'll tell you one guy I'd be interested in interviewing after the game, Rob. It won't happen. I'd like to talk to the home plate umpire and see what he thought of the stuff he was seeing tonight.
Tom Hallion.
Yeah. We may have to stop by the umpire's room tomorrow and see what he has to say.
Well, that's because, and so many experienced scouts and evaluators that have seen him down in the lower levels this year have said the same thing. That's the one thing I give him. The best I've ever seen at this age. He's the best I've ever. Well, because there's not many kids like Strasburg that come around that often, that have 3 pitches that they can locate and command, throw them all from the same arm slot. Nice, easy-going delivery.
3-1 to Willingham as Javier Lopez threatens to load the bases here. Don't throw him a strike on this count.
He might lose it.
And the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Well, and if it gets blown open here too, I might even pull down Pudge Rodriguez. I don't want to push him too much either. Joe Kerrigan, another excellent pitching coach, doing his best with a lot of these young pitchers that he's gotten over in Pittsburgh.
Voting is open for the All-Star game. You can vote up to 25 times at Nationals.com. We invite you to vote early and vote often. Nationals.com. Midsummer Classic in Anaheim in July, about 5 weeks away. DJ Carrasco. Pudge Rodriguez. Yeah, maybe if he gets on base here, drives in a run or two, you pinch run for him. We'll see how Jim Ribbon plays it. First things first, got to get that third run, that 3-run lead home from third base with less than 2 outs. And the Pirates are playing the infield in, but their middle infielders are at double play depth. That's up the middle. That'll be a double play, but a run will score. 4-3, no RBI for Pudge, but the Nats do have a 3-run lead. And really nothing else Neil Walker can do with that ball.
Yeah, this ball is hit very hard. True hopper. He's going to grab it, step on the base, and actually could have dropped down and buried the hammer. But he actually took it easy on him and threw over the top. As you said, there was nothing else he could do because he was right in front of Josh Willing.
Here's Roger Bernardina, 0 for 3 tonight. Nats have amassed 11 hits. And a bouncer behind second. And this ball game is into the 9th inning. It is still a save situation. Washington 5-2. Forward like never before. Ford, drive one. Five-2 Nationals. Matt Capps on for the save as we move top 9. Steven Strasburg. Never had so much fun watching strikeouts in this town before.
I've never had as much fun, I think, watching a ball game in the last 10, 20 years. This kid is the real deal. He's a lot of fun to watch, but more fun to feel the energy he generates in the stadium. So, 14 strikeouts, domination of a team he should dominate. a heck of a start to hopefully an illustrious career for Steven Strasburg.
Adam Kennedy ran for Adam Dunn. Now he plays first base for Adam. Walker, Millage, and Jones 2, 3, and 4 for the Pirates in the ninth. Matt Capps has been scored upon in 7 of his last 10 appearances and 4 blown saves in the last 2 weeks. Still paces the league though with 18, and he's ahead 0-2. Inside, moving Walker off the plate.
Yeah, might want to consider.
The June 13th game will have
been 7. Everything else in the division tied up tonight. Nats lead by 3 here. Down looking. Fastball inside corner and up for the K. And that's 17 strikeouts by Washington pitching tonight. A new team record.
Well, we talked before the game, and I said to him, listen, you got to put the pass behind you. You're only as good as your next pitch. And we talked about he tried to overthrow that pitch to Roland. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to be effective and get that final out. So just keep attacking, and that's what Matt Capps was doing before he started this whole mess. He was just attacking the strike zone.
27 saves for the Pirates last year when he pitched in 57 ball games. At a high ERA, Pirates let him go. Nats have him. Glad to have him. And he quickly goes 1-1 on Lasting's Millage.
Since the home run, 10 straight outs of the Pirates and 8 on Ks.
By Strasburg.
By Strasburg.
Yeah, now Clippard and Capps have retired 4 out of their 5. So the Nats have not only shut the door, but slammed it in the face of the Pirates since Delvin Young's home run. Up the middle, Desmond to his left. From behind the bag, 2 outs. Verizon Fios, Nats Extra coming up. Johnny and Ray here at the ballpark. Live press conference with Steven Strasburg. Extensive analysis and clubhouse reaction. And it's been a wild day. It's been a fun day. It's been a historic day at Nationals Park. 40,000 plus. Ready to put this one in the books as a Nats win. And Steven Strasburg's first of what we hope is many. Garrett Jones, the hitter. Bouncing ball right side. Now that's the Matt Capps remake. 2 hours and 20 minutes. And the Nationals get Steven Strasburg his first major league win.
Yeah, but more importantly, Bob, Steven Strasburg gets the Nationals a win. And so the Nationals have themselves a nice pitcher. They're back on the winning track.
Only 5 hits the entire ball game for the Pirates. The Nats, who had lost 5 of 6 and 7 of 9, pick up a badly needed W here tonight.
And we need to start beating the teams, Bob, that we need to beat. The Pirates being one of them.
It's been a rough couple of weeks for Matt Capps. About time he got a 1-2-3 ninth inning and saved.